on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Whoa. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners or viewers via Von Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel, and welcome to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. I am Zahnela Claxton from the Ministry of Education Natal, and of course it is the last Saturday in August. It's a beautiful day here on Nevis and a beautiful weekend prior to the start of the new school year. We are, as I said, just about ready for September 1st, and on September 1st we will welcome the students back for the upcoming school year. The 2025-2026 academic year. We know that our students and our parents are probably busily getting ready for Monday, and we want to encourage all who play an instrumental role in the students' lives to give them some encouragement and to provide some support for them as they start this new school year. We have the dates for the new academic year, and so the first day, of course, is Monday, and the midterm break is October 24th to 27th, and so school will resume on October 28th, and on December 5th the classes will come to an end for school closed. Prior to that, on December 3rd will be the last day of school for students. So we have some very important dates for you to consider and for you to take note of, parents and guardians. Last week we saw the back to school convocation for our teachers and our instructional and non-instructional staff, as well as our school leaders, and that was held at NEPAC on Monday. And the theme for the back to school convocation is actually the Department of Education's theme for this academic year, which is Own the Journey, Reclaiming Purpose, Restoring Passion, Renewing Practice. And the teachers were apprised of some of the initiatives which will fall under our strategic plan for the upcoming year, and the way forward in certain regards. And we hope that everything was clear, but we'll continue to provide supports for them. And just for general information, the strategic plan for the Department of Education captures 5 pillars, and those are vibrant teaching and learning, enhancing professional skill set, student support, community engagement, resources, facilities, and operations. And so those are the 5 pillars that were shared with the teachers during the back to school convocation on Monday. And there are, as I said, various initiatives under each pillar. There is the operational plan and the strategic plan, and all of those things will be shared over the next few months with teachers, and to some extent, of course, with parents, because part of the process is parental engagement and involvement, and the community as well, general community engagement and involvement. So you can look forward to that. Specifically on Monday, for vibrant teaching and learning, we spoke to the digital literacy and the introduction of the digital literacy upgrade from just having computer classes or information technology classes at the primary school to now looking at the full gamut of digital literacy. Last school year, you would recall, we spoke to the collaboration with Macmillan and Digital Schoolhouse there in England, and our students in grade 5 and grade 2 were exposed to the Max Computing textbook, as well as other practical components. And there was a pilot process for those grades. The teachers were trained and exposed, and this year we are looking at ensuring that we use this knowledge gained during that time and the exposure during that time to continue to the process of the digital literacy transformation. We also will have an upgraded guide for the students to, or for the teachers to use to guide the students through the concept of digital literacy, which is not limited to just and just for an easy frame of reference. Previously, we focused a lot on the hardware of the computer. They would have to do a project, for example, on the parts of the computer, and they have to identify the parts, and that is still very important because they have to know what obtains. But beyond that, we have to ensure that they also understand how to appropriately use technology, and then how to use technology to get to into various career pathways and those types of concepts. So we will be sharing some of that with them, how to use technology properly in terms of communication and collaboration. And sometimes we say, okay, if you give a child a technological device, they can, it's almost like second nature to them for them to be able to navigate those spaces, and that is true. But we also have to spend some time teaching them how to efficiently and effectively use them to execute the various duties, whether in communication with each other and with their teachers, in collaborating on various projects, how to use technology collaboratively, and then in terms of innovation with concepts such as coding coming to the fore. So that is the thrust for the first pillar of the digital literacy curriculum, which is vibrant teaching and learning. Several others are there, but we highlighted just one under each pillar for this back to school exercise, and then we, as I said, we'll continue to share with teachers as we go along. The other, enhancing professional skill set, was also shared, and we looked at the professional development, the approach to professional development, and we introduced at that point Wednesday afternoon early dismissal for 2 Wednesdays per month, and parents will learn more from teachers, from your class teachers as well as your school leaders, about what that would look like. In the spirit of transparency, we will try to share out the calendar for the parents very early, and also for accountability purposes, what type of work will be done during those times. We also looked a bit at student support, and we looked at community engagement, and during that time we shared that while we have had most of the primary schools on EduPage for the last academic year, at some point we were able to onboard most of the primary schools. We're now going to extend so that parents can have parent access in the upcoming school year. So we spent last school year onboarding, doing some level of training and exposure, and this year we will be able to get the parents on board so that they can also track what students are doing. The next area was resources, facilities, and operations, and we were able to introduce the teaching excellence program, which focuses on teachers innovatively and creatively coming up with various activities or initiatives which can be implemented in their classrooms, and submitting an application to the Ministry of Education for funding for those specific activities. And that is, as I said, project-based, so they may look at something and we share some sample project ideas with them during the back to school so that they could have an idea. But that doesn't limit our teachers, because we are cognizant of the fact that teachers are creative, and part of the project is to get some of these ideas, as long as they are successfully implemented, getting them to be standards. Having our teachers, because we know they're very creative and have a wealth of experience, and they're the ones working on the ground, and so having those ideas and concepts taking root throughout the system where possible. And so those were the areas that we looked at and that we shared with our teachers during back to school. So that was just a short recap of what that looked like, and we look forward to announcing the successful projects for phase 1 of the Teaching Excellence program on just after World Teachers Day, because World Teachers Day falls on a weekend this year, and so that will be the date when we announce the projects that will be funded for the first round of the Teaching Excellence program. All right, we're going to take a short break, and we come back later, and during the course of this morning's show we will have some giveaways. We'll give away some school supplies as well as in celebration of Back to School 2025-2026. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
From Queen City, Nevis, this is the powerhouse of the Eastern Caribbean, Vaughan Radio.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past it quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. There's storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
All right, let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Vaughan Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel, and welcome to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Vaughan Radio. I am Zahnela Claxton from the Ministry of Education Etal, and it is indeed a pleasure to be here with you this morning and to share with you some of what we can look forward to in the next few weeks, starting with the back to school activities on Monday. The teachers, the principals, they are geared up, they've geared up and they're ready to go in terms of welcoming our students back. During the course of last week, we had our Meet the Teacher activities, and the students were able to meet their teachers, and they engaged in interactive activities. The parents were also able to meet their child's class teacher for the upcoming school year, and we know that this is one of the key staples and one of the ways that we go about trying to ensure that we have the tripartite approach to education, ensuring that all key stakeholders, the parents/community, the child, and the school structure, the school staff work collaboratively in the best interest of our students. And so we also have a few more upcoming events that we know that we will have to look forward to in term 1. As we start the year, we will have our independence celebrations, and then coming out of our independence celebrations, outside of the regular academic schedule, we try to create a balance, but we are also very mindful, and we are trying to be more deliberate in ensuring that we protect as much of the instructional time as possible. And so we'll continue the primary school football tournament, having those sessions as late afternoon, evening sessions, so that the students don't have to leave school in the middle of the day to participate in those activities. We also, so the dates for the primary school football were released as well on Monday, and the tournament will be launched on October 3rd and end on November 1st. So October 3rd to November 1st, just about a 1-month period, will be the 2025 Primary School Football League. And so we look forward to that as well. We as I said before the break, we will be giving away some school supplies this morning. Just some to ensure to top up what you already have, and for those who may not have as yet. So parents, we will be doing this via various means. We'll start with a story where our students can listen to the story and respond to the questions. After that, we will ask some other questions to allow more persons to be able to get some school supplies this morning. Please note that we will make ourselves available during the course of this afternoon for those who need to collect those school supplies so that you can actually have them with you before Monday. We want parents to get your children tuned in, have them listening so that they can call in and give us their answers at the end of the story. And this story is a little bit, it's not too long, but it covers the concept of back to school. So it's called Author's Back to School Day. It was the first day of school, so we're about to go into. Arthur and Violet were waiting for the school bus. They had new lunch boxes. Arthur's was purple and red. Violet's was pink and yellow. I love my lunchbox, said Violet. I love the little plastic box for snacks. Me too, said Arthur. I put some baseball cards in mine so I can trade. I put a secret surprise in mine, said Violet. If you put it in yourself, you can't be surprised, said Arthur. Yes, I can, said Violet. I closed my eyes when I put it in. Norman and his dog Bubbles came down the road. Bubbles was carrying Norman's lunchbox. Look, Arthur, said Violet. Norman's box is just like yours. Hey, Arthur, called Norman. Do you want to trade baseball cards? I got doubles on some good ones. Let's see, said Arthur. Norman took his baseball cards out of his lunchbox. Arthur took out his as well. Here comes the school bus, said Violet. Arthur quickly put his baseball cards back in his snack box. Arthur and Violet got on the bus. Norman came running and got on too. Bubbles ran after him. No dogs allowed on the bus, said the driver. He shut the door and drove on. Wait, yelled Norman. Bubbles has my lunchbox. I can't stop here, said the driver. Look, said Violet. Bubbles is running after the bus. All the children stood up to look. Come on, Bubbles, shouted Arthur. You can do it. Yay, Bubbles, everyone cheered. Remember your safety rules, called the driver. No standing or shouting on the school bus. Oh no, cried Norman. Everything is falling out of my lunchbox. All the children crowded to the back of the bus to see. Safety rules, yelled the driver. Please go back to your seats. There goes your apple, Norman, called Arthur. It's bouncing down the road. I didn't have an apple, said Norman. Norman's snack box just fell in the dirt, said Violet. Let me see, said Wilma. She stood up in the seat. I can't see Bubbles anymore, said Wilma. Safety rules, yelled the driver. No standing on the seats. The bus pulled up in front of the school. Just then Wilma's big sister Mabel rolled up on her bike. Whose lunchbox is this? She said. It's mine, yelled Norman. Your lunch was all over the road, said Mabel, but I put it back in your lunchbox. I'm glad you got your lunch back, said the driver, But you kids need to learn your safety rules. The children got off the bus. Inside the school, there was a big sign. It said, "Welcome to the new school year." "Good morning, boys and girls," said a voice over the loudspeaker. "This is your principal, Mr. Adams. All classes, please come to the auditorium." When they got to the auditorium, Mr. Adams said, "Today is the first day of school. It is important that you learn some safety rules. Can anyone give me a safety rule for riding on the school bus and tell me why it is important?" Arthur raised his hand. "No standing on the bus," he said, "because if the bus hits a bump, you might fall and get hurt." Norman raised his hand. "No pushing or shoving," he said, "because you could get knocked down and your loose tooth might get knocked out." Violet raised her hand. "No dogs on the bus," she said, "because the driver might be scared of dogs and run off the road." "Very good," said Mr. Adams. "Now go back to your classroom and write down all those safety rules and any more that are important that you can think of." All the children went to their new classrooms. Arthur and Norman went to Miss Wilson's class. On the way, Norman said to Arthur, "I can't wait for recess for us to trade baseball cards." "I can't wait to eat my snack," said Arthur. "I have an apple and 2 chocolate chips." In the classroom, the children drew pictures of a school bus. Arthur colored his bus black. Under the picture, he wrote all the safety rules he could think of. Then he yawned and looked around. Everyone was still writing. Arthur closed his eyes. He thought about his snack. He could almost taste the chocolate chips. "Bring!" The bell rang. "Recess!" said Miss Wilson. "Come on, Arthur," said Norman. "Let's go trade." Arthur and Norman took their lunch boxes out to the schoolyard. "Arthur," called Violet, "I just opened my snack box and found my secret surprise." "Well," said Arthur, "I know what's in my snack box, and it is no surprise." Arthur opened his lunch box and took out the snack, but he was surprised. Instead of chocolate chip cookies, there were cheese crackers under the baseball cards. "Whee!" said Arthur, "this is not my snack." Norman was looking in his snack box. He held up a dusty apple. "I can't eat apples," he said. "I have a loose front tooth." "That's my apple," said Arthur. "And that's my lunch." Arthur took the lunch box from Norman. He looked inside the snack box. "My chocolate chips are gone," he cried. "Bubbles loves chocolate chip cookies," said Norman. "He probably ate them." "Oh no," cried Arthur. Violet came running over. She was holding something behind her back. "Guess what my secret surprise is," she said. "Oh boy," said Arthur. "I don't want to guess. I just want a chocolate chip cookie." "You guessed it! You guessed it!" cried Violet. She held up 2 chocolate chip cookies. "You can have one because you guessed." Arthur ate the cookie Violet gave him. He traded baseball cards with Norman. Then he went back to class and had a great first day in school. On the way home, everyone followed the safety rules for riding the school bus. The end. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have some questions based on the story.
Always satisfying. Vaughn Radio, the powerhouse. When
VON vibrates. The whole Caribbean must shake.
860 AM, the Powerhouse.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past it quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. This storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Let's go.
Let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel, and welcome to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. I am Zahnela Claxton from the Ministry of Education Natal, and I am here with you this Saturday morning, sharing and, of course, getting us all geared up for the first day of school. We had a story just before the break, and I hope we were able to follow the story and are ready to answer some questions about the story that we read. As you think about your first day of school, boys and girls, coming up on Monday, we learned about another child who had his first day of school and a bit of an adventure. And sometimes on our first day, we don't know what type of adventure to expect. And so the person in this story had an adventure. So I'm going to ask two questions at a time. And you can call in at 469-1616, 469-1700, and have the chance to win, as I said, a few school supplies to add to what you already have for Monday. And if you don't have any, then at least to help you to start. I know that most of you already have most of your things, but we would like to add to what you have. Question 1. What was the name of the main character in the story? What was the name of the main character in the story? Once again, the numbers to call: 469-1616, 469-1700. Good morning. Can you turn your radio down so that you can... Okay, there you go.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What is the name of the main character in the story?
The name of the main character in the story was Norman.
Norman? You're close, but Norman was a character, but he wasn't the main character. Okay? So, I'll give you a chance to call back later as we have more of a conversation, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. All right. So, right now we are talking about... Oh, we have a caller. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good.
Wonderful. What is the name of the main character in the story?
Bubbles.
Bubbles? Bubbles was also in the story, but Bubbles wasn't our main character, okay? So think about it a little bit more and give us a call right back. And the story that we're talking about, for those who had just called... Oh, we have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Do you know the name of the main character in the story?
The name of the main character in the story is Arthur.
Arthur. What is your name?
My name is Tejani David.
Okay. And congratulations, Tejani. Are you excited about the start of school?
No.
No? Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you had to think about all the things that you had to, you might not be as excited, but what are you most looking forward to for this school year? Is there anything at all that you're looking forward to?
I don't know.
You don't know? Not even interacting with your friends?
Very good.
Yes. Most students love that part of school. All right, so I'll let you know this afternoon. You can collect the prize. We'll make arrangements for you to do that, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, so yes, the story was entitled Author's Back to School Day. And so Arthur was the main character in the story. However, there were other characters in the story. And I'm opening the lines once again. If you can give the name of one other character in the story. So you have a whole lot of persons. I need one other character. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Do you know the name of any of the other characters in the story outside of Arthur?
Violet.
Violet. All right. Good job. What's your name?
Evander Henry.
Levandre Hanley.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Levandre, I'll let you hold on a second after we have finished the conversation so that Melissa can get a contact number so we can arrange for you to collect this afternoon, okay? Levandre, are you excited about the start of school?
Yes,
All right. What grade are you going to?
grade 6.
Grade 6. Okay. Well, I hope you have a great year. Have you gotten the chance to meet your teacher?
Yes,
Okay. What's your teacher's name?
Miss Claxton.
Okay, Miss Claxton. All right, so make sure that you and Miss Claxton have an enjoyable year and that you try your best and work hard, okay?
Thank
All
you.
right, you're welcome. Hold on. Melissa's going to get your contact. All right, so we heard about the main character in the story. We heard about one of the supporting characters in the story. And so now I would like to know, does anybody in Radio Land know the name of the dog in the story? Does anybody know the name of the dog in the story? 469-1616, 469-1700, 469-1616, 469-1700. And we would like to know the name of the dog in the story. And boys and girls, for those who are just tuning in, we read the story Author's Back to School Day. And just about now, we have somebody who can tell us the name of the dog. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
All right. Are you a student?
Yes.
You are. What grade are you going to?
Fifth form.
You're going to fifth form. Okay. And what's your name?
Desiree Stevenson.
Okay. Can you tell us the name of the dog?
The name of the dog is Bubbles.
All right. And that is correct. And what are you looking forward to most this school year, Tizari?
Friends.
Friends, yeah. And while we have you there, we'll try to make sure that you get to add to your academic journey, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so have a great year with your friends, and I wish you every success. You're going into fifth form, so in advance,
you.
I wish you every success in your examinations at the end of the year. Hold on so that Melissa can take your contact information, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we have, and we're giving some back-to-school supplies for our students, and we've learned that the story Author's Back to School Day featured Arthur as the main character. Another character was Violet, and we had a few more. And we also learned that the name of the dog was Bubbles. What was missing from Arthur's lunchbox? What was missing from Arthur's lunchbox? And why do you think, or why was that particular item missing? So this one has two parts. What was missing from Arthur's lunchbox, and why was that particular item missing? 469-1616, 469-1700. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, Sam.
Hello. Can you tell us what was... Good morning. How are you today?
Good.
All right. What was missing from Arthur's lunchbox? And can you tell us why that particular item was missing?
The chocolate chip.
So the chocolate chip cookie was missing. What happened to it?
It fell out of his lunch bag.
Mm-hmm. And do we know what else might have happened? So we know it fell out of his lunch bag for sure. Do we know what else might have happened?
When he took it out, the store, he said it was not there.
It was not there. And Norman, and what's your name?
Anthony went away.
Okay, can you give me your first name again?
Anthony.
Okay, you'll have to help me spell it because it is a very, very unique name. I love it. It's beautiful. Spell it for me, please.
Thank you. C
Go ahead.
A N C R E N I U U E.
All right, Tianjanique, what school do you attend?
I was at primary school.
Okay, and what grade are you going to?
Grade 1.
Grade 1. What are you most looking forward to this school year? Or when you go back?
Reading.
What did he say? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Reading.
Reading, wonderful. So you love to read?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your teacher's name?
Miss Wilkie.
Mrs. Wilkin. All right, so make sure that you and Mrs. Wilkin go on a wonderful reading adventure this year. Okay?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
Okay, and hold on so that Melissa can get your contact so we can arrange for you to get the supplies this afternoon, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we've heard from some of our students. They were following our story, which is entitled Arthur's Back to School Day. We learned a bit about Arthur's first day of school and some of the adventures that he encountered during that first day. I have a few more packages that I would love to give away. And so we learned from Tianjanique just now that when Arthur opened his lunchbox, he did not see his chocolate chip cookies. Of course, Arthur was not happy about that because he had been looking forward to eating his cookies all morning long. The next question is, did Arthur find a solution to his problem, and what was that solution? Did Arthur find a solution to his problem of not having his chocolate chip cookies in his lunch box, and what was the solution? 4691-616, 4691-700. Did Arthur find a solution to his problem, and what was that solution if he did? 469-1616, 469-1700. So that question is, did Arthur find a solution to his problem? And if he did, what was that solution? Okay, and then for those who are mulling over that question, I'm going to add another question so that we can have two on the table at the same time. Give two safety rules. Give two safety rules for use on the school bus. Give two safety rules that apply to the use of the school bus. Two safety rules for children who use the school bus. 469-1616, 469-1700. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we will find out if Arthur found a solution to his problem and what that solution was, and we'll find out if anyone can give us two safety rules for use of the school bus. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
Sugar City Saint Kids, keep it sweet. Keep listening to Vaughn.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past it quickly, you don't wanna miss it. let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. This storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Whoa. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers on Von Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Welcome back to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. We're actually reading a very exciting story, and I can't talk too much about the story because there's a caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
All right. Are you a student?
Yes.
Okay. What grade are you in?
The farm.
Form 5?
Yes.
Okay. And what is which question would you like to answer?
The first is
Okay. Go ahead, please.
no dogs on the school bus, no standing on the seat, and shouting in the bus.
Perfect. What's your name?
Levisha.
Levisha. Last name, please?
Hanley.
Hanley. Levisha Hanley, congratulations. And are you excited about the start of the new school year?
Yes.
You are. What are you most excited about, Levisha?
SBA.
You're excited. Okay, I like you. I like that. I like everybody, of course, but I like that mindset. You're excited about the SBAs? Okay. Usually we would hear, oh, I'm nervous about that. So I'm happy that you're excited. And you're a few steps closer to the end of your high school journey. So congratulations on that. And just like I said to Tizari, I hope that you have a very successful fifth form year. And in case we don't get to interact again before, I hope that you also have a successful examination period, okay?
Yes.
So keep working hard and you can do this. Go out with a bang, all right?
Thank you.
You're welcome, and we'll arrange for you to collect your prizes this afternoon. Okay, thank you. All right, so we have another question. Okay, we have another caller. I was speaking prophetically. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Wonderful. Are you a student?
Yes.
I said, what grade are you in?
Grade 6.
Grade 6. Okay. And what school do you attend?
Charleston Primary School.
Charleston Primary School. All right. So you are calling to tell us whether or not Arthur found a solution to his problem and what that solution was if he did. Go ahead.
Yes, he found the solution.
Okay.
He answered the question and he got back his cookies.
He answered the question and he got back his cookies. Ooh. And what question was that he answered? Just making sure. Do you know what the question was? That he answered?
No.
No? Okay, do you know who he got the cookies from?
Norma?
Well, Norman was his friend, but there was another character who he got the cookies from. You can't recall? And that's okay because it's not part of whether or not you get the prize.
Violet?
Violet, right? All right. What's your name?
John David.
Okay. You're all the way up in grade 6, Tajan? Oh my goodness, time is flying. And who's your teacher going to be this year?
Teacher Wilkinson.
Teacher Wilkinson. Well, have a great year with Teacher Wilkinson and enjoy the final year of primary school, okay? Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye. All right, so we have some of our callers who have done an exceptional job answering the questions related to our story for today, which was Arthur's back to school day. Arthur's back to school day. Okay, this question, I'm hoping that one of our younger callers, preschool or primary school, can get this one. And this question is, what color was Arthur's lunchbox? What color was Arthur's lunchbox? 469-1616, 469-1700, 469-1616, 469-1700. What color was Arthur's lunchbox? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. Do you know what color Arthur's lunchbox was?
Yes.
Okay, what color was it?
Purple and red.
It was purple and red. What's your name?
Silver Henry.
Okay, can you please give me your first name again?
Silver.
Okay, spell it for me, please. Spell your first name, please.
C R E V O N.
All right, Trevon, congratulations. What school do you attend?
GSS.
Okay, and what form are you going to?
What form?
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations. And if you can hold on just a little bit, I will let Melissa take your contact information so we can arrange a collection of your prize. Okay? Just hold on, and I wish you an excellent school year.
Okay.
All righty. Let's keep going. The next one. What color was Violet's lunchbox? What color was Violet's lunchbox? 469-1616, 469-1700. What color was Violet's lunchbox? What color was Violet's lunchbox? 469-1616, 469-1700. What color was Violet's lunchbox? And the final question today, I'm going to put both out there because we're getting closer to the end. The final question for today. Share one lesson that you learned from the story that was read today. And we, of course, are only taking each person one time, so we don't want our 7 winners already to call back because we want to give others a chance. But if you can tell us a lesson that you learned about Arthur's Back to School Day, we would greatly appreciate it. And I'm sure each person learned their own lesson. So what lesson did you learn related to Arthur's Back to School Day, the story that we focused on today? So we have 2 questions on the table. What color was Violet's lunchbox? 469-1616, 469-1700. And question 2. What lesson did you learn from today's story? Once again, 469-1616, 469-1700. We'd love to hear from you, especially that last question. What lesson did you learn from the story? And also, what color was Violet's lunchbox? I think that there are several lessons that we could have extracted or gotten from the story today, and I'm hoping that someone is able to share with us. As we come to the close of today's program, we want to remind you that school starts on Monday, and we hope that it is an exciting start to a rewarding year, and that you will work really hard, students, to do your best, and whatever your best looks like, that is all we're asking for. Each person would have their own standard, their own place that they are, and we just want you to do your best and to keep working harder to improve on what you did previously. So whatever last school year looked like, we're not going to focus too much on that except to learn from it, and we want to set our goals for this school year so that we know what we want out of it. I'm so happy that some of you are excited to see your friends, to interact with your classmates. I'm also happy that some of you are excited to do your assignments and your SBAs. I'm so happy for some of you who are looking forward to the reading adventures that you can have this year. And whatever your purpose for getting up in the morning and getting to school, whatever your purpose for taking you through the day, we wish you a successful 2025-2026 academic year, with 2 questions remaining. What color was Violet's lunchbox? And what lesson did you get from today's story. 4691616, 4691700. What color was Violet's lunchbox, and what lesson did you learn from today's story? And I will get the list of persons who already won so that we can coordinate for you to collect your prizes today. And thank you so much for all who called in. And I'm hoping that we can get at least one more caller, since I would love to hear what lessons were learned from the story. But as I said, we congratulate those who have won so far. So final two questions. What color was Violet's lunchbox? That's question one. And question two, what lesson did you learn from today's story? I also want to wish our teachers and our leaders a successful year. I know that each year comes with various challenges and various triumphs, and whether you face challenges or triumphs, I wish you a very successful year as well. Parents, you are very important in this process, and we want to ensure that you are aware of this and to get your voice and your presence at our various school spaces. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good.
Okay. Which question would you like to answer? We have two questions on the table.
I would like to answer the question about Violet and her lunch bag.
Okay. And what color was Violet's lunch bag?
Pink and yellow.
Pink and yellow. And what's your name?
Joel.
Joel?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your last name, Joel?
What did you say?
What is your last name?
Pike.
Okay, spell your last name for me, please.
Pike.
Okay, Joel Pike. Joel, what school do you attend?
I go to ICCS.
Oh, you go to ICCS. So will someone be able to collect your prize in Nevis for you?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so hold on, Melissa. We'll take your contact, and we wish you a wonderful year as well, Joel. Thank you for calling in. We hope that you have a very successful year, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we are just about wrapping up. We thank you once again for all of our callers. Say a special good morning to Tejane, to Levandre, to Tizari, to Tiandronique, to Levisha, Tejan, Trevon, and Joel for calling in and for sharing in on our story. And I'm wishing them all, as I said to them individually, a successful year, which extends to all of our students. And we hope that this one will be one for the books, and that we can come back throughout the year and report all the many successes that we have encountered. And on that note, we say happy back to school for to our children and our staff, and of course to our parents, who are so happy, I'm pretty sure, as well. We look forward to interacting with you for the rest of this academic year as we join you on Saturdays right here on Vaughan Radio from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Have a wonderful weekend, and see you all on Monday.